Ho ho ho, everybody, and welcome to Civilization 6. This video we will be playing as Santa Claus, leading the North Pole civilization. Before we get to that, quickly talk about what we are here for. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to keep that up the entire video. Hello, welcome everyone. We are going to be playing some Civilization 6. It's a bit of an older game, but you know, a while ago I found out that there's this mod that somebody made um, representing Santa Claus with its own civilization. A link to the mod will be down below. So you can try it out for yourself if you want. And of course, full credit to whoever made this as well. But yeah, this is part of our Advent Calendar campaign. The Clan Quest Advent Calendar has been going on for a few weeks now. But and we're getting close to an end as well. But yeah, it's been going great so far. And this is yet another entry where we are showing off all kinds of talents, all kinds of creations by all of our clan mates. It's been super varied so far. All kinds of things being shown. We've had articles, videos, events, streams, you name it, and it exists. I've been super excited to see it all come by, and this is another contribution on top of it. All in all, we are also using it to raise money for charity. Specifically this year, we are raising money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, where they deal with treating and preventing childhood diseases, and mostly cancer, but lots of other serious diseases as well. They do so without ever sending a bill, regardless of where the child or parents may come from. As well as sharing all the results of their research to hospitals worldwide to make sure that we can take care of children wherever they are, wherever they're born, and give all of them equal opportunities. So if you think that's a worthy cause, there's a link to the campaign in the description where you can donate. There will also be a link to our Advent calendar where you can look at all the entries from this year, as well as previous years, if that interests you. But without further ado, let's get started. We are playing as Santa Claus. If we look over at the features and abilities, we do notice there's a lot of production. There's some toys, stuff about toys in here. Reindeer sleigh is a unique item. Unique unit, I should say. Very, very interesting and important to get that, of course. But it looks like the workshop and in general the industrial zones and commercial hubs are big deals. So that's the kind of direction we want to focus on, which leaves this very open in terms of like in-game strategy. We can do a lot, but of course we will be taking this in the direction of, well, in the Christmas spirit. So what there might be some fighting involved, because after all, it is a 4X game and you can't really get around fighting. We'll see about finding a peaceful way of conquering the world. Yeah, that sentence totally makes sense. Let's get going. Alright, well, we start near the north edge of the map, which is great. Like, thematically, we are basically at the North Pole. Perfect. Let's see. This is not the worst starting position. There's some really good production down here that I would love to get early on. Of course, lakes are always nice. Ooh, this is a really tough one. Like, these tiles are really good, but how far do I dare moving? I could actually. That is not a bad idea. I could move on these spices. We would lose the production on these spices, which is a little bit of a shame. But we would potentially get the spices right away. We would make ourselves a canal so we can put boats on both sides. We would get these great production tiles, and we wouldn't really lose a lot here, though we would lose these pearls. Let's quickly look if there's anything here. Actually, I think I am not going to move at all, and hopefully there's a really good spot for a second city pretty close by down here.
Several closely situated granite peaks resembling tigers.
So almost immediately we find ourselves this natural wonder. Natural wonders are great. What they basically do is they give cool bonuses as well as they boost some technologies. This bonus specifically doubles the terrain yields of adjacent tiles, which is why these tiles were so good. I should have known that this would have been a natural wonder. So we're definitely going to place at least a city next to this, maybe even two. But it's a really, really good start. So, you know, wanted to quickly check in with you and show you that we're doing well. Because we're so secluded, normally I would wait a little bit with making settlers, but because we are so safe up in the corner, I think I'm going to start settling early. I think this is going to be my first city. That spot will give us a really good harbor there. Of course, it gives these tiles really early on, and it does get to the sheep eventually. And I will probably build maybe another one either here in the desert or otherwise somewhere around here, because this will be an amazing location for science. In general, this would be a really good science location. So we'll probably be spreading really early on. Same here, actually. Lots of geothermal fissures, which are really good for us. We'll go and settle the city. Svalbard. I mean, yeah, that fair enough. That's sort of on the North Pole. But yeah, with Svalbard settled, we'll continue on for a little bit, and we'll check back in later. Alright, so we find ourselves in the middle of a crippling blizzard, which is not so great. We lost a unit. Oh. Oh, we lost the workers. That is really not great. Let's send that back into the city. Upgrade these guys. Ooh, okay, and we ran into some problems down here as well.
Look back over the past.
Got early empire. Alright, awesome. So, how we're looking. Okay, so the blizzard has moved. But did kill a settler and a unit! Oh my goodness! Whoa! Okay, I've never seen this before. That is brutal. That is... Wow, okay. I had not realized that this would become that big of a debuff. Wow, okay. We could suzerain Jerusalem. Which might be interesting. Yeah, that's the risk of the North Pole, I guess. Yeah, Santa started out really well, but oh dear. Okay, we are going to lose here, I think. Yeah, let's try and build another settler, but oh, darn it. And we lost the builder too, and the archer. We lost basically everything. Well, it is a season of joy and merriment, or something like that. Let's remain optimistic. Let's give it another try. Let's see if we can beat the odds and manage to settle a bit more. All right, so we have our first reindeer sleigh. Of course, we can't really spread Christmas gifts without Rudolph. So that's good. We also got another settler here that we will be escorting somewhere up here. It's empty. There might be another city spot down here that is somewhat interesting. Yeah, that spot, for example. Though this entire peninsula will flood if the sea levels rise too much, so that is something to be careful of. But overall, things are going well. I don't know if this is a purposeful typo. Like, shouldn't this be Christmas Town, or is Christmas Town a place? I have no idea. So many questions. But, you know, that's a thing. But definitely, you know, trying to recover from that pretty annoying problem where we lost a bunch of units. So, all in all, it looks like Christmas might be saved. All right, we got our great prophet. Obviously, it is not actually Zoroaster, but it is Santa. And we are going to be founding a religion. We are going to be founding a custom religion. Ooh, okay. Which one looks the most Christmassy? Fish? Oh, this looks a bit like a reindeer, right? Let's just pretend this is a reindeer. And it's going to be the Christmas spirit. Yep. Alright, so, ooh. Extra production. I mean, this is very in theme, right? Like, this makes a lot of sense. You know, all our holy sites where we are spreading Christmas spirit, a lot of elves working there. So, yeah, that sounds good. Alright, let's have a look at what else we want. Culture. Culture is good for every 4 followers. That feels like very, you know, in theme. Like, the more people believe in Christmas, the more our culture. I'm just gonna go for that. Just because it's not a good religion, but it is fun. We did settle on the city and now it's Christmas Town, so I'm not entirely sure what happened here, but you know what? I find it funny. All good, all good. We are in a good shape. I wanted to settle up here first, but given all the nice sea resources over here, and generally this island looking really saucy, yeah, let's just send you in the general direction first. See. So yeah, we're gonna settle something on that island. Maybe even further. We sort of been sending people around. Ooh. Eleanor. Okay, we might have to be careful then, because if I then take my settler, yeah, settling here will give us some loyalty problems. But at least settling this island, hopefully befriending Wolin, and settling up here, that should give us a nice little empire to work with. Alright, we took a bit of a risk earlier by starting to build Petra. Petra is a really good wonder, so it's nice to get it. It's not the best Petra city I've ever had this, but it is really good. What Petra does is it basically makes desert tiles actually have yields, which is going to be especially powerful for this tile here. Plus, I built a government district here on purpose, so I can build now a theater square right here, which is really good. I don't have the money right now to afford it, but you know, this little setup right now is really solid. So I'm quite happy with that. We have been having some problems here at the island of Misfit Toys, sadly. So I'm sending some troops up there. Earlier, I accidentally launched the Inquisition. Yeah, the Christmas Inquisition. Basically, if you don't like Christmas, now we can go and chase you. I guess. I don't know. It's don't think about it too hard, I guess.
And as the sacrifice passed,
all right, look at that. We finished a wonder, Hue Teokali, which is great. Look at all the yields we suddenly get on all of these lake tiles. Like, basically it makes all the lake tiles in our empire good, better, especially in this city. So I am really happy with getting that. I'm gonna go ahead and finish another one here, which is even nicer. But my hope is that we can build like a nice theater district here as well in this city. So yeah, so far we're not doing so badly. Going in on a missionary. They keep taking Jerusalem from me. We're spreading the Christmas spirit. We are currently developing into industrialization. Hopefully that will get us toys much faster. We're building a bunch of wonders across our empire. Actually, most of our cities are ridiculous. Maybe. It's really cool. Our expansion plans that I had for some time here, definitely not gonna happen. Very obvious that we would have to go to war over that. I am partially considering putting another city somewhere in this region, like here, maybe on the lake. So, given how things are going, I figured it would not be a bad thing to have a look quickly at sort of the world rankings, because, you know, we need to start with a little bit of a strategy on how to spread Christmas across the world, because otherwise, you know, Christmas will be failing. We're doing not so bad on science. We could decide that we wanted to spread Christmas to Mars, which that doesn't sound like a bad idea to me. So we'll probably be pursuing that, especially with sort of the production we have. That's not a bad strategy. Of course, once we start building all these wonders, our culture will start doing as well, and you know, spreading the culture of Christmas is good. Don't think religion is gonna work. Domination is very un-Christmassy, and we'll keep trying to convince people that Christmas is good using diplomacy. So, you know, all in all, I think we're in a pretty good spot, and for now, I think I'm gonna keep working on getting some of the science income going. Hopefully, start sending rockets into space full of gifts, and then perhaps. We'll also try and make sure that the festive spirit spreads across this continent. Alright, welcome back. We have been making some more progress. Our gold income is great. We can sell lots of, buy lots of gifts and share them out like this. We're getting to the point where we can sort of choose the next government phase. Of course, it's natural history here. Very interesting, all this stuff. But look, we can even go with a fascist or communist empire. The science here, of course, is really good, as well as the extra production. Pretty balanced set of cards as well. There's also fascism, which is very much, it's a bit more, how do you say it? Focused on war, so I think class struggle is one we will go for, especially since we have quite a lot of internal trade routes. Yeah, let's go with that. So we're doing pretty well. Looking at the world rankings, you know, we're still sort of in the middle of most of these. We're winning on diplomatic victory. The Statue of Liberty will help with that as well. That will get us, that will put us halfway to the diplomatic victory. Should be nice to have. In the meantime, we are trying to convert some of these cities back. Sadly, we have been lacking on spreading the Christmas spirit. As we said, we wanted to build like a new city down here on this island, so I got that going as well. Immediately get 4 pops, so this will grow quite quickly. Not a great thing. We definitely want this harbor here. Look, a +4 bonus, really good. So this should hopefully get us like a really nice little city down here. I will also be building a city in this corner here. There's definitely some nice district spots I still want to make use of. Alright, and as you do, we have unlocked communism. Yeah, I suppose that is a thing now. Communist North Pole civilization. Look, communism leads to capitalism, as you do. But yeah, overall, we are doing a good job. Not much to report on. This city here is developing alright. Look at these juicy, juicy fishing boats. Still building a bunch of wonders around. This city, by the way, like 10, amazing. But also look at how good these tiles are. Like, even without any improvements, lots of good yields. At this point, this is sort of the mid game. We're getting close to later into the game actually, but sort of the mid game, always a bit difficult. Because you know it's very cruisy. You just need to make sure you don't get too far behind rather than focusing on trying to get ahead. The natural disasters don't end as we are being completely ravaged by this hurricane here. Let me. Oh, it's gone. Not the most fun way to spend time, but hey, that's part of the game as well. So far, things are going pretty well, I would say. Spreading the Christmas spirit. Let's take a look at the world rankings. We're still not leading on science, which is somewhat sad, but I think we can outproduce Australia if needed. Of course, we're also still winning diplomatically. We have 12 of the 20 points to win. It will get much, much harder to get the points as time goes on, but as long as we keep helping people, you know, with these little events that come by, and try and vote in the right way during these sessions, you know, we might be able to just convince people that, you know, embracing Santa as world leader is really, really just the best way to go about it. Let's not steal any tech boosts, because I have a bunch of technology. And yes, I definitely want the Great Fair. So that's a lot of things to vote on. Let's see how well we end up doing. Okay, so this one is wrong, this one is wrong. We did get our diplomatic points, though. Yeah, we did get our points. Oh, look! Byzantium really didn't want us getting any things. And we are going to do the World Fair, so that is great. Yeah, look, technology, we are sort of going ahead. Uranium, did we find any uranium? I don't think so, we're not have any. No uranium. Oh, there's uranium down here. We settle a city down here. It's not a bad city spot. Let's do it. And there is the Golden Gate Bridge. John Curtin is not happy with the Golden Gate Bridge, but look at that. It's a Golden Gate Bridge spanning this little valley. Alright, so we have been declared war upon by our southern neighbor. You can see here that, you know, they have a few troops. It's very interesting. I don't exactly know how they intend to attack me from the sea. That is typically a pretty bad way to go about it with land units. Especially since I do have a navy sitting around. Talk about navy. Where is the rest of my navy? Oh, down here. So yeah, definitely interesting. I'm not too worried. Personally, I'm just gonna have like a little look at what we can build. So they're largely coming with this is cavalry, so let's build some anti-cavalry. Right, that's Christmas Cove. That's the uranium city we wanted. I mean, suddenly excitement, right? Like the game has been pretty cruising so far, but now it's like, okay, guess we are working on things. So where are they attacking right now? Okay, that's cute. I'll attack that one. That's dead. Ooh, promotion. There we go. dead. I mean, how much army do they have left? Like, they lost most of their army at this point. That's, you know, quite unfortunate for them, I would argue. There's some reinforcements up there. Looks like they're largely just attacking with one type of unit, which is unique from the AI. Very interesting strategy. Oh, that is sad. Okay, we were building the Panama Canal, but sadly we have been beaten to that by Suleiman. Where did he build the Panama Canal? Can we see? No, we can't. He does have planes, though. That's good to know. Alright, so where do we find oil? Ooh, we found 2 oil locations down here. That is really, really awesome. Sadly, we already built our industrial site in this city. Or did we not? This would be a really good spot. 2 adjacent resources. Yeah, let's go ahead and build that. And let's also get ourselves another builder going. We can start grabbing some oil. In the meantime, I think we've sort of beaten them. Outnumbered frigate. Alright, rocketry is what we need to win a scientific victory. So it's good that we finally found that. Alright, so it looks like Basil has had enough. He's offering us artifacts, which the AI actually considers quite valuable. So we'll take the piece here. We lost a builder here, but you know, it had 1 or 2 charges left. They're not that problematic. We also made it into a golden age, which is fantastic. Let's see. Ooh, more production, good. Yeah, let's go for the production. Not a great person. Yeah, like the World's Fair, we're doing great there. We won this as well, so that gave should be giving us some more diplomatic points. We've been stacking up some great works here. All good. This is in the North Pole. We got ourselves a great scientist that actually gives us a massive bunch of science. So we can probably punch through rocketry quite easily. Nanotechnology is one of the sciences we'll need for Mars. Got ourselves more great works. We really need to start building some art museums, I think. But looking at the world rankings, a diplomatic victory, we only need 3 more points to win. So we are getting pretty close. If we can convince people that Christmas is, you know, the way to go, we might win. But as you can see, we're also we've overtaken John Curtin on science. Income is slightly better.
Science has been from Stettin in the Baltic to Trieste.
We'll get to it in a moment. Our income is slightly better. And we have 1 more technology. The rest is quite far behind. So John is the only one we need to really worry about. So all in all, it looks like Christmas will prevail. Which is fantastic. So I just unlocked this one, which is great. It means we can have nuclear device maintenance reduced, 2nd strike capability, you know, in case somebody decides that the North Pole, like Santa, needs a nuclear bomb dropped on top. That will no longer be a thing. So yeah, there's 10 turns until the next World Fair. If we can get some points there, that would be good. That might be enough to make us win, though that will not be easy, because at this point, I'm pretty sure a bunch of people will be voting against us. So yeah, all in all, Santa is taking over the world, and it's only 1800 AD. Alright, so we have won the World's Fair, which is really good. That gives us another diplomatic victory point. Let's see. So looking at the overview now, we should have 18. Yeah, there we go. Which means that next turn we could, if we manage, we could settle this forever and just tell people like, hey, we know what we're doing. Just follow Christmas. And I think that is fitting, right? Like, Santa doesn't win with power, with armies, I mean, science, maybe. Religion, sort of. But in the end, everybody just agrees to get along. Let's see. Doesn't really matter. But what we really want, I'm gonna put all our favor in here, and I hope it's enough. Let's see. There we go. We did it. Everybody just gets along. Christmas is yeah, well, we did go to war. Cooperation.
You did not do this merely to brighten your own glory, but because dignity belongs to each of us. And in so doing, you have proved that your ancient and eternal commitment to a shared peace will be the foundation of the world of tomorrow.
Imagine that. Imagine the United Nations being founded by Santa Claus because we believe in Christmas. We did really well. This was a lot of fun. I hope you liked it. Again, we were doing this for charity. Santa Claus. We have achieved the rank of Ivan the Terrible. Shave the beard is a sin that the blood of our martyrs cannot cleanse. I mean, that sounds about right. But yeah, no, this was a lot of fun to me. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. We jumped along quite a lot, but the game can be quite long, especially if you're not familiar with it. It takes a while. But we prevailed. This was part of the Advent Calendar 2022 for Clan Quest, where we are raising money for St. Jude. If you enjoyed this video, the idea behind it, or the video itself, there are 24 other entries you might like on the Advent Calendar, because, that's how Advent Calendar goes. They have 25 entries. So check out the link in the description down below if you want to try your own hand at playing as Santa in Civilization. The mod is also linked down below, and of course, as we are doing this for charity, there are many children out there in the world for whom Christmas is not as it just can't happen because they're too busy with their health. They might be worrying about healthcare bills. So St. Jude helps there. They help with treating childhood cancer and other life-threatening diseases. They do research on how to prevent and cure these, and they share their results with hospitals all around the world. So if you like this video, or if you agree that this is a worthy goal, the donate link to donate to a campaign is down below. So please give that a consideration if you like this video. But that's been me. That's been Cireon for Clan Quest Advent Calendar 2022. I hope to see you again in a future stream or video. Until then, bye-bye.